Hey, good morning. You're looking good. And this is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom. Here's what's going on today. This is President's Day, of course. And before President's Day, we had Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday that we celebrated. Two presidents that bear emulation by every president. Seems sometimes like we're getting farther away from what is truly a good model for presidents, and maybe that's just the perspective that history gives us. I don't know. Daryl Andrews is here. Glad to see you, Daryl. Lori Brown is here. Glad to see you folks today. A crowd gathered for the enthusiastic Elvis tribute show at the Clay County Senior Citizens Center, 120 South Franklin Street, Brazil, Saturday evening. And you can see the king himself right there on the top of our website today. Agriculture in rural Indiana has been negatively impacted by residential and commercial sprawl. Data from the U.S. Department of Agriculture show that between 1982 and 2012, residential and commercial developments claimed more than 740,000 acres of land that had been previously cropland, forest land, and prairie. Boy, I tell you, that's something to think about, isn't it? Hey, Gary Williams is here. Hi, Gary. You know, you think about that, and on one hand, that indicates that our economy is growing if people are building houses and businesses that quickly, but on the other hand, kind of makes you wonder who's going to grow the crops that we need and that we sell overseas. Well, that's something that people are going to be thinking about and wrestling with, I'm sure. An effort to change who's responsible for drawing Indiana's election maps is unlikely to gain approval this year after a legislative panel declined to take a vote on the issue. Congressional and legislative districts are drawn by state lawmakers, a process that critics say is too political. It wasn't too long ago there was a speaker at the Democratic Party meeting, and he was making progress with both Republicans and Democrats in trying to redistrict Indiana according to population rather than according to politics. Haven't heard any more from him on how that is going, but nevertheless it's something that bears a look, I'm sure. Speaking of politics, the Republican Club is meeting tonight, and our state senator is going to be there and speaking. So we want to go hear what John has to say. That meeting is open to the public, and I know that I will be there and report on what he has to say. A man photographed walking along a northern Indiana trail system around the time two teenage girls later found slain were dropped off by a relative is now considered the main suspect in their killings, state police said Sunday. And we have a copy of the rather blurry picture of that suspect on our website. So we hope that I hope that the state police find that guy, and if he is the guilty person, I hope that he gets locked up and they throw away the key or gets the gas chamber, one of the two. Sam Smith is here. Hi, Sam. Glad to see you today. The Clay County Sheriff's Department had a year of unique investigations in 2016, including multiple deaths, arsons, major sex crimes, suicides, auto thefts, along with more than 330 other cases. It's a hectic job, said Chief Deputy Josh Clark about the work done by the staff of 15 officers, including himself and Sheriff Paul Hardin. And we have more on that report on the website today as well. Super Sunday will be, I think that's even past, is it not? Yes, I believe it was. It was yesterday. I hope they had a great time at Super Sunday at the Centennial Lodge yesterday. And that event was sponsored by the Knightsville Order of Eastern Star. There was a local artist featured at the Clabber Girl Museum Art Gallery. He is Jim Tabor, age 79, of Center Point. He has a variety of work on display at the one-man show that features his talents in various mediums and subjects. And we have a picture for you of Jim holding a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which is appropriate on President's Day, I think. And we also have our court news, and this is a story that I really enjoyed doing. When you care enough to send the very best, send a rock. Probably won't become an advertising slogan ever, but for one Brazil woman, rocks have become things of joy and ways to make others smile. I know what it's like to be sad, Teresa Taft said. She's had some medical issues, and now she paints rocks. Let me see if I've got this one here. Oh, here we go. Sorry about getting in your face like that, but this is the one that she did for us. Of course, with Facebook Live, it's backwards, but nevertheless it says love, and we still appreciate Teresa sending that. So anyway, a lot going on. We hope that you're having a great day. Remember, depending on when you watch this, the dense fog advisory remains in effect until 11 o'clock this morning, so be careful if you're out and about, and if you have to drive to Terre Haute or Indy, allow extra time, won't you? Hey, this is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom. I'm glad to see you, and look forward to the next time we get together. Have a great one.